Okay, this is weird for me to talk about. So, when I say that I've studied something, that I did my own research, this isn't me saying that I talked to people on the internet and that's all I did. No, I am trained to put studies together in sociology, communication, physics, chemistry. I am trained. That's literally what I do for a living. So for a while now, I've been putting studies together, and I'm continuing to do that in empathy and creativity and stuff in the reptile community. And so I actually have been doing my own research. It's been very fascinating, and I've really enjoyed it. I'm not for sure how many other people care. It doesn't really seem like a lot. And I think that's a couple of reasons. One, most people don't know how studies actually work. Two, just listening to people talk can be boring. So it's not exactly what they really want. So understand that I have pulled things away. This is not just people talking. This is an understanding of things. And so understanding that I don't hear a lot of people talk about the three guys that actually put the snake down. Mr. Coffee's snakes, his retics and pythons down. We don't hear a lot of communication about them in particular. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, so this is what I'm talking about. These three officers put these snakes down. And it's really tragic what they actually did. So, yes, they're creating a heart. Now, we need to have some understanding here. I don't like the phrase anymore that says, well, we need to have more empathy. I hate that. I've always hated that. We don't have enough people talking about what that really means. So when we talk about empathy, it's about feeling emotions of others. Now, when you say that, what does it mean? What does it mean at all? And how do people need to understand that? And I think that's a mistake on most of our parts, that we don't actually fully understand it, and most of us are not going through the process of truly understanding it. I've had some of the most amazing people on: Bill Stewart, Ryan McVeigh. These people love their animals. They love animals. This is great. And they're very, very passionate people. And none of the people that I've had on, when I ask them, put yourself in the animal's shoes, have an immediate answer. They have to pause and think about it. So think about the way you're describing empathy when you talk about it. Don't just say, well, people need more empathy. It's when you look directly at somebody, say, okay, what do you think that animal or that person felt? That's it. That's all you got to say. You don't need them to answer. Just putting that in their heads is enough. And that is how you effectively work with empathy. Now, the reason why I bring this up is because we're hearing a lot of different things. And to be real, I've got a couple of thoughts on these three FWC people that killed these snakes. Now, I've got two trains of thought. One, these people could be dropouts of the police academy that couldn't make it because they're sociopaths. It's a likelihood. But I wouldn't even give it 25% chance. Not even that. Odds are, they're normal people like you. Just like you. And this could have been an actual traumatic event for them. Weirdly, there's a study that we all know about. Like, this is a massive, famous study where they had people come in and they had a plant, and then they asked them to shock them every time they got it wrong. And the overwhelming majority of these people on this campus actually shocked them, thinking that they had actually died or were traumatically injured, and kept going because authority told them to. These were everyday people. This explains why some people went along with the Nazis. So understand that these people might have been in this situation as well. It's why they don't understand. You could tell that they don't actually handle snakes very much. This could literally be that they themselves had a traumatic experience with this kind of stuff. It might be that they have to release themselves from the situation in their own heads. So people that often are firefighters and so on, what they do is they actually go out and they have dark sense of humors because of the work that they do. Paramedics also do this. And so we kind of see some dark humor in this bill, and it's wildly inappropriate. Absolutely 100% inappropriate. And this is the part that gets me. These people might actually be normal. And honest to God, we've got a couple things that we can do about this. The things that are coming across to my mind is understanding that this could have actually been traumatic for them too, not just coffee. Now, is it comparable to coffee? Everybody's going to say no. But when you're looking at trauma, you have to look at it as individuals. You can't keep comparing them. It's not fair. And oh my God, this pisses me off that I have to think this way. Like, you don't understand. This is why I don't rank myself as normal. I have no choice but to think this way. Like, I've got too much knowledge in this brain to go, oh no, these people are just freaking bad people. In my head, automatically, these guys are probably just normal. They're probably in a situation that they don't really want to be in. It's their job. They're doing it because authority told them to do it. They don't want to do it. Maybe they do want to do it. We don't know. And it really upsets me that I think this way. I wish I could just be normal and be like, they're just bad people. I can't do it. I just cannot do it. So in my head, I'm sitting here going, how can we use this to our advantage? Because you know as well as I am that they are not, 100% not getting comforted by Tallahassee, the councilman in FWC. So we could potentially use that to actually befriend them. The more of them that are on our side and not Tallahassee, but then you have to put yourself in a situation where they know your name. They know who you are. They know that you have snakes. They know this. So if they need to save their own asses, they're going to throw you under the bus. What do? Like, it's such a circular logic here. We have to break this chain somehow. And I don't know if I'm the best person to find that, but if you're not thinking that way, then you're not going to find it either. And perhaps we could turn one of these people into actually caring about Florida environment. So when we do finally get what we really want, real success, when we finally get the commission out of there, then we as a people might be able to find one of these to put in place, knowing that they got compassion from us and they will be more apt to listen, to work with us. But as long as authority doesn't give a shit about our opinion, then it'll never happen. We have to look at the future. What are we planning for this? And I hope we can come to an understanding that there may be nothing we can do with these guys. But if nobody tries, then we probably already failed in the future. This will continue to happen because all they know is authority. Because in the end, what I've kind of come to an understanding is that empathy is not the most important thing. It's not. Who you spend time with is. Who you spend your time with is probably so much more important than empathy. And if all these people have is FWC gaming board, the actual FWC board, and each other, why would they listen to us later? Understanding who you spend time with is more important than your empathy. I'm just saying it out loud. And I hope we can plan for the freaking future in a better way. I love you all. And I really want us to be planning our future together. This has really gone quite wide. I just heard zoologists or zookeepers conversations at work. Like, yeah, the zookeeper industry knows about us and are fighting with us. We are not alone. Let's see what we might come up with as a plan of attack. An attack with compassion for these FWC officers. They may be horrible human beings in the end. But if we don't try, are we any better? I'll see y'all later.